So the question becomes, what mindset are we living out of? Now, before we get to this, we're going to go over 3 mindsets. They tell you to never do this, so I want to do this. It begs a question. And the question is this: what mindset are you living out of? Are you a victim? The only thing on there is which begs a question. Are you a victim? Are you a validate me kind of guy? Or are you valiant? And I realize I'm doing something else they tell you to never do, which is I'm drawing circles and saying you live in one of the 3. The reality is, I think at different times in all of our lives, we could live in any one of these 3 circles. We're going to go over what these are in a general sense, and then we're going to go back to each one. The victim is incapable or unwilling to take action. When Eve was tempted by the serpent, where was Adam? Most scholars believe he was within arm's reach. You ever been paralyzed and you just couldn't take action? They blame others or circumstances for their life. When I worked at that mental hospital I was telling you about, I would often have to go and debrief with kids after they got in a fight, physical alterations. One day, there was a young man who was there. He was not a good fit for the program, but he was there. And he sent 7 people to the hospital with concussions. And so we're sitting down and I'm like, so what started all this? He took a piece of my beef jerky. At least we tried to kill 7 people for noble reasons. And he's like, Joe, you don't know what my life was like. I was like, all right, tell me. I was abused. Oh, cool. I didn't know you were allowed to beat the people up if you were abused. Stand up. Why? Because I'm about to beat the piss out of you because I was abused as a kid. You can't hit me. Why not? I was abused. You don't understand, man. My parents. I said, no, I understand. I just don't care. What do you mean you don't care? I care that it happened to you. That shouldn't have happened to you, but it doesn't give you license to send 7 people to the hospital. And eventually they will send you to jail if you don't figure this out. Well, this is like jail. And I said, bro, this is not like jail. Trust me. It's not even like juvie. He was living out of the victim mindset. Does not want responsibility, will run from it, and will simultaneously tell you how people who have responsibility could do it better. Anybody here have to do hiring for where they work? Anybody? Nobody? All right, couple. I come in and I'm interviewing with you and I start talking bad about the last place I worked. What's the good rule of thumb? Don't hire me, right? You know why? Because I'm living out of the victim mindset. I've had some form of my own business. The current businesses I've owned them for 15 years. I have yet to hire somebody going against that rule where it didn't work out that I shouldn't have hired them. And invariably, they're the victim. I had an intern one time who stole money from us, so we fired her. She literally told people at her Christian university that we didn't want her to eat. That's why we fired her. That's a victim mindset. Now, I could be mean to future interns because that intern told lies about me. That would be the victim mindset.